Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 53 of the Pokemon Gold walkthrough, where in this episode we're going to be taking on a couple of trainers and finding ourselves a lot of items in hidden areas that we have yet to explore, such as this. In Generation 1, this would be the Daycare Center. However, since we have the Daycare Center now in the Johto region, this changes to just some area where you get yourself a cleanse tag. Put it on, I can't remember if it's put it on any of your Pokemon or your Pokemon that's in the front of the party, in order to keep yourself from running into very many wild Pokemon. Then we're going to go into the underground path and get ourselves 2 hidden items, using the item finder, just debating the number of steps it needs to take in order to get it all, and there we go, we got ourselves a full restore. However, on route number 5, where you go to the Daycare Center, there was a couple patches of grass there. Couple stats to go through. Not too many, especially because there's no water around, so I don't have to worry about any of that. In the Gold and Silver version, you have a 10% chance all across the board you'll get an Abra. Well, in the Crystal version, it's 15%. Jigglypuff in Crystal version only, 5% chance all across the board. In the Gold version, you have a Pidgey, 60% chance in the morning and afternoon, while in the Silver version, it's 40% chance in the morning and afternoon, no chance at night for either of those. In the Crystal version, it's 30% chance in the morning, afternoon, and still no chance at night. Bellsprout in the Gold and Silver version, 30% chance in the morning and afternoon with 20% chance at night. Snubbull, Crystal version only, 30% chance, morning, afternoon, no chance at night. Meowth in the Silver version only, 20% chance, morning and afternoon, 30% chance at night, and of the Crystal version with the Meowth still 30% chance at night only. Again, Meowth is one of those that you can only get in the Silver version. Pidgeotto, Crystal version only, 20% chance in the morning and afternoon, and no chance at night. Oddish, Gold version, 6% chance at night only, Silver version, 3% chance at night only. Hoot Hoot, Crystal version only, 30% chance at night only, while in the Crystal version, an Octowl is a 20% chance at night only, and a Gloom in the Gold and Silver version is 10% chance at night only. So there you go. Get yourself an Abra. You can go out of your way to get, not really that much more different than what we've already been getting. Had to stop by here in Lavender Town in hopes that I didn't botch the name, because I don't really memorize the names of the towns all that well, except for Johto's, Kanto's. Never really memorized it all that well, so I think this is Lavender, the ghost area. But yeah. Anyways, had to sell a few items because I just had too many that I really wasn't going to use. I accidentally sold the protein because I thought it was the potion. And right after I'd already clicked to sell it, that I found out it was a protein. I'm like, well, there goes a wasted protein, but these Pokemon I'm not looking to make very competitive. This isn't a Nuzlocke challenge or anything like that. If they faint, they faint. I'm just doing what I can, just taking one step at a time. Anyways, we got ourselves the Kanto region extension to our radio in order to get ourselves the Pokeflute to deal with the Snorlax, and we're on our way to take care of it. However, we are going to go through Kanto route number 11 on our way. This one has a number of Pokemon you can get, a lot of them more in the Crystal version that you are able to get. 4 trainers here. Once again, not a single one of them will give you their phone number for a rematch, so on with the stats. Gold Silver version, Drowsy, 40% chance all across the board, while in the Crystal version, it's 30% chance at night only. Gold and Silver version with the Rattata, 30% chance all across the board, while in the Crystal version, 5% chance in the morning, afternoon, with no chance at night. All 3 versions, Magnemite, 20% chance all across the board, Gold Silver version, Hypno, 10% chance all across the board. That is all you can get in Gold and Silver versions, the rest are all Crystal. Hypno, 5% chance at night only. Hoppip, 35% chance in the morning, afternoon, no chance at night. Raticate, 30% chance in the morning, afternoon, 5% chance at night. Pidgeotto, 10% chance in the morning, afternoon, no chance at night. Meowth, 30% chance at night only. And Noctowl, 10% chance at night only. Why they made it such a huge, an extreme amount of Crystal version only in this route, I could not tell you. Just go with the flow. Not really much else I can say about those stats. On over there. Gonna be using Lapras to take on the 4 trainers and to start taking on Snorlax, just because Lapras is the lowest leveled. And because, a lot of these trainers I can take out with either Surf or Ice Beam. That's one of the perks. It's one thing when you're getting them ready for challenges because of the stab ability whenever, you have abilities that are close to their move. But I always feel like, if you're just playing the game just to have fun and just to complete it, it's always good to have Pokemon that have well-rounded moves. So then no matter what you take on, you're prepared for it. That's why Ampharos has a Fire Punch and why Typhlosion has a Thunder Punch. Would those necessarily be moves I would give them if I was looking to be competitive? Probably not. But again, I'm not one of the competitive Pokemon players. I just play the games to have, just to have fun. I'm not looking to really take on any tournaments in the future. So basically, I just try and make them a little bit more well-rounded, so no matter what, especially with a video like this, so I'm not constantly having to switch out Pokemon and waste more times, so then when I go through a whole entire section, I could just use one Pokemon, because then no matter what the trainers throw out at me, I'll have at least one move that is either a double effective, or effective enough with a high enough power that it can, usually take them out in one hit, so then I'm not usually spending a lot of time on the trainers. Again, that's something that'll be saved for later Let's Plays. Like I said, I am planning on doing a Nuzlocke challenge. Watching Pro Jared do his, maybe just go like, okay, I've got to do something like this. Not sure when it's going to be done. Along with everything else, that's really going on. I got a lot of projects that I want to do with this channel. Pokemon's been going on for the past, God knows, year and a half by now. Still working on Budokai 2. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but I've got so much recorded ahead of time that we'll be able to take care of that. Other projects, coming up in the near future. But I'm trying to get, a number of Let's Plays done before, I get to all, it's like I want to do the Nuzlocke run, but at the same time, I've already got, the idea of doing Metroid Prime 100%. I'd like to go back to Metroid Fusion to do 100% on that one, and also to do the 1% challenge run that Topsy did, and I'm going to look to do it myself while he does the 25% run of Metroid like I already did on my channel. So there's a lot coming up with Metroid. There are other games I'm looking to do. Bioshock Infinite is probably one I'm not going to be going back to for a very, very, very long time. I am still absolutely hating that game. There are other games I'd much rather play. Don't be surprised if it takes years for me to go back to that game. I'm dead serious on it. I've always felt like when it comes to a walkthrough or Let's Play channel, you should always play something you enjoy. Sometimes it is fun to watch someone play something that they absolutely hate because it gives them a good laugh because they're always pissed off and doing stuff. But at the same time, if it's just that it's not that funny, you could tell that I was not having fun playing that game. It's one thing to get pissed off and yell, but also still have a little bit of fun. I'm having no fun with that game. So again, there's going to be little chance that I'll really be going out of my way to play that game anymore for this channel. If I ever do, that might be a series that is just, it happened and it's done and I'm going to better things. I'm not sure. All I know is that there's a lot more projects that I'd much rather do. I'd much rather play and beat the first Bioshock game, which is another one that I'm looking to do in the near future. I'm looking to do that before I even go back to beat Infinite. Just to show why I'm hating Infinite so much. I'll even do Bioshock 2. As much as I don't like that game, I'll do that one before I go back into Infinite, So don't be surprised if you never see another Bioshock Infinite upload again. There's already a number of other channels out there that have been doing it, that have been doing it well, that actually enjoy the game that I just cannot find the joy of. And so, again, if you never see another upload like that, don't really be surprised by it. I'd much rather go out of my way and play some, other better games that I'm looking to do, including, like I said, a Nuzlocke challenge. Not sure which Pokemon game I'm going to do it on, but it's one thing that me and Code Black have really wanted to do ever since we started watching Pro Jared doing his. We're like, okay, this is something we can do. He can do one for his channel. I can do one for my channel. Just fun all around. Anyway, so that's kind of where that boat is at. I don't know how much longer if this may just finish up around the exact same time Budokai 2 finishes up, maybe. And if that's the case, I got a lot of work cut out for me because then I'm going to have to work on getting, because again, I usually try and get 2 Let's Plays or walkthroughs going on during the exact same week. So that's not 4 video uploads of the exact same game all in the same week. Now, granted, some people really would like watching just, some of you guys might rather I just upload nothing but Pokemon right now, but it's just something I cannot do at the moment. That's it for part 53, ladies and gentlemen. See you in part 54.